Healing from narcissistic abuse. The first thing you have to recognize and understand is what the spiritual root of narcissism is. And it's actually the spirits of Jezebel and Leviathan. They're in the Bible. 1 Kings, 2 Kings talk about Queen Jezebel. And Revelation 2:18-23 talks about not tolerating Jezebel. And then Job 41 talks about the Leviathan spirit. It's a bunch of pride is what that is. Causes people to be prideful that have been hurt and wounded. And then you need to understand people that operate as a narcissist have been hurt and wounded themselves. That's how they got that way. They were hurt and wounded oftentimes by their own father, by their own mother, through sexual violations that they've had happen to them. And then they've not truly been able to forgive those who hurt them from their hearts. And so they're really angry and bitter. They hear a lot of demonic spirits in their mind and their thoughts. And then they trigger on you and they hurt you and they say horrible things to you. And they're very vicious, and they try to blame you and accuse you of what they are. It's hell on earth, really. Anyone that's had a relationship with someone that has that spirit of Jezebel and Leviathan that would be considered or deemed a narcissist, it's one of the worst things a human being can actually go through, because it is exhausting. And you oftentimes you can get sicker and sicker and sicker and even die if you stay in that toxic relationship with that person that has demonic spirits. So you do need to get away eventually. You can't stay there forever. And once you have pulled away, once you have gotten away, and you're going to start knowing and realizing that, oh my gosh, I have a lot more peace now. I'm not getting yelled at every day. I'm not having things maybe thrown at me every day. So you're going to notice that peace, and that helps in that healing process. And then the biggest thing that you need to do, and it's really hard to do, and that is to forgive them from your heart, because Matthew 6:14-15, if we don't forgive others who have sinned against us, God cannot forgive us of our sins. Matthew 18:21-33, the Lord says we're supposed to forgive people 70 times 7, kind of a ridiculous amount, but we're supposed to forgive people no matter what they do. It doesn't mean that we stay in that toxic relationship, but we do have to get to the point to where we can see them from the Lord's perspective. So ask Jesus to come to show you, why did this person treat me so horribly? And then the Lord will show you that they were also hurt. They were also wounded. Sometimes you get a vision from the Lord. Sometimes you get a dream. Sometimes you'll hear from the Lord. And then once you can see them as like a child getting hurt and wounded when they're growing up, then you can choose to forgive them from your heart. Doesn't mean that you have to stay in contact with them, because that would just continue to create more wounds. You at some point have to cut things off completely and move on with your life and give them to the Lord. But you do have to forgive from your heart. You don't go to them and say, hey, will you forgive? I'm going to forgive you. No, you do it from your heart in the privacy and safety of your own home. You give them to the Lord, and then you move on, and then you continue to heal from all that abuse. So I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons, and it's available on Amazon and paperback, Kindle, and Audible. It'll be very helpful in that healing process. I also do personal sessions for people. If you're interested in that, go out to my website, restoredtofreedom.com, and click on Contact Me, and we will get back in contact with you. All right, thanks. Bye.